No, Buster. Nope, nope. Go play, buddy. Let me, Oh, you're gonna play on the blanket? Say good morning, everyone. Hey, Earl. You want to say good morning? You want to say good morning? Going well. Hey, I've missed you, Lena. I was just thinking about you. Amanda's going to be a little bit late, but we're going to be okay. She's got some things to take care of. I know a lot of you are going to be getting some horrible, horrible weather, so. Good morning. Before I forget, because I know not everybody gets notified about post, or it used to be called community, now it's called post. Tonight on Rebecca's channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do a Wings Out from 7 to 7:30. At 7:30, we're going to swap to my channel from 7:30-ish to 8, and we're just going to go over prep for storms, since it looks like half the country is going to have some bad weather of some sort, and possible power outages. So I wanted to let you guys know that we're going to do that and talk about, we're going to mostly cover exotics, parrots first, some exotics, because Rebecca has some lizards and such. I know there's a lot of information on the internet about bearded dragons, so we might cover some of that, but I also have some things written down just with cats and dogs and stuff in general. I just think it's a good idea to go over it. There's a few things I've never thought of, so I'm looking forward to that. I hope that those of you that can make it, I hope you guys come hang out with us. But I also know there's a lot going on, and a lot of people are prepping for this storm, so. Yeah, it's a lot. Good morning, everybody. I didn't have it meant to miss anyone. Thank you for being here. We do. Before Helene, we got a generator. And I went and got a bit of gas yesterday. Now for us, oh wow, I don't really know much, but Rebecca does, and Kate does crime. Even though she has more of a crime type channel, she has bearded dragons. But I only read a little bit. It seems like you can use like hot hands and things like that. Because I know even Florida's been having some crazy weather this year. But yeah, come hang out with us if you guys can. I am eating my lunch, you guys, because I ate a very early breakfast. You guys know I get up pretty early. Hey, early bird, you gonna come see everyone? Come say hello. Actually, I went yesterday and I regretted not going the day before. Of course, you guys know, like, we're still kind of reeling from Helene. And again, I know we didn't get it as bad as Western North Carolina, but we were out of power. It was difficult to get gas. We did have flying trees. We had a hurricane and tornadoes. It was not good. So we're all in this county kind of still reeling from that. So I had to wait in line yesterday to get gas. Now, last night before I went to church, I got gas at a gas station not too far from here, and I had no wait time. But when I passed another gas station, they were almost out to the road. I noticed the places that take like points, or what do you call it, like where you get discounts, like Sam's. I think even that Parker's Kitchen has a reward program. All the places that have more of the reward programs, I noticed they're the ones that are the fullest first. Wow. Morning, bird love. Morning, everybody. Dennis, Condo is so proud of his crown. He wears it often. I don't think you appreciate it as much as Condo. I'm just kidding you. But he really does. He thought that was really funny. So you're going to have to wear your crown during the lives to please him. Yeah, that's already happening here. There was some pictures of some Walmarts in this area. The CRSA area is like a large area. They were out of bread, water, milk. I don't know about eggs, but bread, milk, bottled water, gas cans. They were out of a lot of stuff here. Oh, I hope you're doing all right, Alina. Toilet paper, yeah, too. Yeah. He always shakes. He just does that. It's not cold. It's actually a really nice day. It's going to be up. It's sunny. It's going to be up in the high 60s. I haven't seen any fighting here. I haven't heard about it. But the lines and stuff are already long. Earl has always had a bad foot like that. I'm not sure if you're new, but Earl has clubbed feet, and on top of him having clubbed feet, at some point in his life, before he came here, he was already like this when he came here. He had a broken foot that didn't get repaired. It just fused back on its own. Earl's very old. Maybe at that time they didn't have a veterinarian that could fix it, and they just let it fuse back. I don't know. But because of that deformity, he has severe case of arthritis. And as he ages, the pain is much worse. So he's on meds now, because the plucking is because of his pain. So he's on some meds now, and he's doing a lot better. Well, don't let him fool you. Earl can get around pretty good. Pretty good. A good one, Condo. Oh. Flu's bad this year. Ken had the flu. He went on Tamiflu almost within 16 hours, and he was better the next day. So, my other daughter, I think, may have it now too. Mm-hmm. Do I think Earl will grow his feathers? I hope so. But I'm optimistic. I always try to be optimistic, but I also always try to be realistic. And the reality is usually when a bird starts to pluck, they don't stop. I don't think he's really plucking now, but I don't see a lot of growth either. But if we can keep his pain managed, at least he might not pluck anymore. So that's really about all I know. Thank you. Yeah, there's a new one in the shot is not really even. It gives you some protection. Ken had a really mild case. He's at least 40. But to believe it or not, he is actually very healthy. Other than the problems he already came with. Like, anytime they've done labs and stuff on him, the only thing that comes up a little bit high is his cholesterol, which is pretty normal for a bird his age. He just started about 6 months ago, and it's from his pain. Amanda's coming. She's got some stuff going on this morning. She'll be here in a bit. I think that Cosmo's situation for her plucking was different than Earl. Earl was not plucking because of boredom or mistreatment. He's plucking because he's in pain, because he has a severe case of arthritis. So it's really different when it's medical and when it's lifestyle. There's a cockatoo, I can't remember, that she was practically bald, and most of her feathers have grown back, and because she's in a good situation now. Earl came from a really bad situation and never plucked. And so it didn't make sense when he started plucking. So anyway, Earl's plucking is entirely different than most birds. His is a medical reason. Yeah. Cosmo was, or wait a minute. Is she the one that talks like, well, I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Hi, Kay. Okay, Condo, thank you. Buster's destroying his cup. I don't know how he's going to bless everyone. Like I said, there were several birds that plucked and then went to new owners. I think Cosmo, I think that she uses a light on her as well. The only reason I haven't went to a UV light is because my birds are able to go outside a lot. They get a lot of sunlight. So I don't really think it would do any good. And therefore I'm not going to have another gadget in the house that I really don't need. But again, the distinction with Earl is Earl's reasoning for his plucking is medical, whereas most of the other birds you see, they're plucking because of lifestyle situations. If Earl could be cage bound and be left in the dark weeks at a time and never plucked, he's not plucking now in a situation where he's never cage bound. So it is all medical. It's hard to make that clear, but it's true. Dennis, do you have your crayon on? Bye, Condo. Take care. Alina, are you still taking care of your nephew? Oh, I bet it is. I think it's chill. Now, it's nice here today. We're gonna have nice weather for a few days. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Let me ask him. Earl, you have any words of advice? You have a word of the day? Do you have a word of the day? Oh, you're just going to whistle? You want to see your Barbies in a minute? Don't hiss at me. You're acting like Buster, hissing at me, you silly. My friends and a couple of my kids were on a level 3 this morning, and I think it's kind of gonna go away, and then I don't know if it's tomorrow night or Saturday, if they're gonna get, I don't know if it's coming through all at the same time. I know for us it's like Saturday night through Monday morning. If we get it, it's starting to look like we're just going to get rain. But, ooh, that's cold. Is it pretty warm down there, Dennis? Yeah. It's been cold here all week. And then, like I said, today the sun's shining. I even noticed when I took the dogs out at like 6:30 this morning, which was late. I normally take him out earlier. It was not nearly as cold as it was even last night, so that was nice. I feel a lot better today. I was really kind of panicking yesterday. I had to go in a store, and it was really busy, crazy. I just, like, yeah, anyway, and then the gas lines and all that, I just kind of started, you know, I felt kind of Hellenish, and I started getting really uptight, and I was, yeah, I didn't have a good afternoon, but then it did get better, and then after I got some gas for the, in case we need the generator, I felt a lot better after that, and so now it's been better. Well, I mean, it's it just changes so much. It's just so hard to keep up with it. Yeah, I know. It was rough. But it's okay. I'm okay. Yeah. Well, I also, and if I've missed anyone, hello. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Um, I hey Buster. What I was about to say is I have a really difficult time with people standing really close to me on my back. And I actually have worked really hard with professionals to, because I would get really angry and tell a person, like, you have to step back, get away, like, that I handle those things a lot better now. But this person was elderly, more elderly than me, like probably 20 years my senior or more. And she was almost touching me. And so I gave her my look. I have this look that I give people that my kids understand and most humans understand, but she didn't get it. So I walked to the front of my buggy and then just kind of looked at her, and then she literally was almost leaning on my buggy, and I didn't like that either. So anyway, I know it sounds silly, but I don't like when people stand that close to me. It really bothers me. I'm not the type of person you come up from behind me and touch me. Anyway, that kind of set the mood for then, like, the shopping, the gas station, and stuff like that. So yeah, it was rough. That kind of stuff really roughs me out. I I don't like comparing, like, because there's always an argument here, like, they're from California, and then the Californians say the locals hate I don't like, geographically speaking, areas of the world are different and we do things different. I had people that stood too close to me back home. Get off the tripod, please. But I do notice it more here. And I'm not sure why. Dennis, I live in the South and I still take vitamin D every day because the vitamin D that, our plants are not nourished enough now with the sun and different things. Buster, off the tripod. So honestly, especially if you live in a colder climate, you should probably take at least 1,000 IE of vitamin D3 every day. It helps your heart too. Yeah, I couldn't deal with that. Um, I've done some funny stuff like that. I do some really funny things when people stare. Um, and I'll even act like I'm jerking or something like that, or twitching. I do some funny things like that, and because it usually then makes them uncomfortable when they stop staring. It has to be a really bad stare, but it does happen. But yeah, but I don't like, and honestly, I think had she not been so old, um, I would have said, but. Like I said, things like that used to make me really angry, and I've worked really hard on that. Um, but yeah, it was really hard. I'm trying to be nice. Hi, Joanne. How are you? I don't always bird love. It has to be really specific and long. Um, but I also notice that around here more often than I noticed it in other places. New York is just really has a lot of people in it. We rode like a one of those tour guide things, and when I worked in EMS, I really wanted to see Ground Zero, so we went on like a thing. We my a couple of my kids went with our older. It's a long story. I'm going to make it short. Some of my kids got to go to Washington D.C. when they were in middle school, but the 2 years following after 9/11, they didn't do those trips. So my two oldest girls didn't get to go. So I took them to a trip to New York on a bus thing. We got to go buy fake purses, ride a subway, eat some cool food, have way too many people be around you, and then we got back on the bus and went home. So we didn't sleep for like 2 days, but it was cool. But my girls had like we were just little country bumpkins, and they had never seen a subway, and they had like a panic attack on the subway. They had to like lock arms with everyone. They were afraid they were going to get left in the subway. um, that's cool. That's a big change, huh? Yep. Buster's over here on his little. He's kind of trying to be a stinker with me a little bit. Let me see if I can give him a little piece of pistachio bread. Here, you want that? You hungry, buddy? Good boy. I don't know. This place is supposed to be like a small town, but we come from an area that's 5 times smaller. And there is a lot of like people that like to hug and stuff like that. You know, the church like we took our kids to and they grew up in. It was really like a family, and you'd hug or shake hands or whatever. And I was fine. It's fine. Um, but I yeah, I don't like people. I can't see them uh, when they're that close to me. It's kind of like, you know, if somebody's riding you on in a car, you need to be able to see their car, not them be buried so far into your bumper. I can't deal with it. Oh wow. Yeah, she might make it in time, but look, I think she's one of the states or areas that might get slammed. Because I know one of my other daughters where she lives, they might get slammed. And so she's got some stuff to do. Yeah. No thanks. I'm not going to New York, y'all. I'm just saying. There's no way. It's just too big for me. I don't even really go to the mall. Why should I do it? I can order anything I want online. And 6 months to a year later, that stuff is usually donated to the Goodwill and I can get it there. So I just don't really, yeah. I don't hardly even shop in stores. I find that I save money by not shopping in stores and just ordering things. I mean, Amazon gets me, but oh, I would like to go to Maine. I'd love to go to Maine. That's like my dream. I know Ken would love to go to Alaska, but I don't really care to go to Alaska, but Maine would be awesome. He's eaten. He's actually eaten. Let me show you guys because it always is really cute. Say hi, everybody. It's me, Buster, spying on my mom. Right? He's like, let me eat. But pretty soon, probably 5 or 10 minutes, we'll put the water in. Australia looks beautiful. Christy can tell you. um, honestly, it's really weird. All the places that I would be willing to leave the United States for to visit are cold, which really cracks me up because I don't really like the cold. But like Greenland, Iceland, Finland, I love Finland culture. Like I watch some Finland type videos. Yeah. Yeah, all the states or the countries I see that I think are beautiful are frigidly cold. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sure it is. Oh, I used one of the bags yesterday, Christy, when I went out on my great adventure. And then actually for Christmas, Ken had a bag made for me that has chickens on it. It's like a reusable cloth bag. So those two are really good to take when I have a big amount of things I have to get. I have a lot of Australian folks follow the channel, which I think is really cool because they have real cockatoos there. The umbrella is not from there. I know sometimes that causes an argument, but umbrella cockatoos are from Indonesia. But they have, Christy, correct me if I'm wrong, the greater sulfur and the lesser, I believe. And I think the rose crested is also from there. And I think, are the lorikeets from Australia as well? I'm terrified of snakes, so I couldn't. Hey, Kristen. Sweden, yes. Yeah, I love Sweden. Iceland doesn't allow, what do you call it? Genetically modified seeds or foods. So I think that's really cool. That's one of the things I really respect about Iceland. You want a bite? You want more? Are you a hungry boy? I gave you a bowl over there. You have stuff in your bowl. You're going to get all filled up and then you're not going to want to bless everybody. What you looking at me like that for? Well, you go ahead and eat. I think they're shook up because it's nice today. It's not that I don't like snakes. I totally respect them. I totally get what they do for the environment. Like, I understand all of that. I'm just terrified of them. So when I was a kid, I got chased by a blue racer. And I don't remember it. But my dad always used to say that's why he thought I was so fearful. Here, Buster, you need to clean your beak, honey. Of snakes because of that happening to me. I'll put that up there. I don't know, but I'm just terrified of them. I really think, Ellen, it's the weather. Like, you know, when the weather first turns bad, they get like this. But then the weather's flipping around. And today it's going to be like in the mid 60s. It's going to be nice. And then Saturday, it's going to turn back to the yuck. And I think we might be in the yuck all next week. I'm not sure. I have to look. Hang on. Let me see. But typically, be doing, Earl. Earl's rubbing his head. Rah. Typically, if they're like this right now, later they're going to be wild. Oh. Well, I guess tomorrow the rain starts, so I guess tomorrow's going to probably be ugh. I mean, next week is so-so, but again, next weekend, the weather's going to be crap again. But a lot of my friends and my kids are going to get some really bad weather. Ugh, ugh. Earl, you gonna be wild? Earl, woo! Yeah, I can't watch any of that. Actually, a lot of times when we decide we're gonna watch a movie, if Ken like watches a trailer, he'll tell me, okay, it looks like there's gonna be a snake in one part. So I just hide my face. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, that would freak me out. But Kristen, is it in the I think you're in Arizona, right? I think in the 60s and 70s, would it be cold? Because I know, like here, sometimes when it's 75, you have to wear a jacket. If we have lake effect wind with it, because we get a lot of lake effect wind. So I mean, there's people I used to laugh when I first moved here. Now that I'm acclimated, I don't wear a puffy coat yet, but I see people when it's 70 degrees wearing a puffy coat. Oh, here he comes. Give everybody a kiss, Earl. Here, give him a kiss. Kiss. Oh, Earl gave you guys kisses. You're so lucky. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Do you want a bite of bread? Buster's jealous. Do you want a bite? Won't bite. Love when you say that. Do you want to try this? It's pistachio. It's nice. Okay. Do you see everybody? Oh, here they can't see your handsome face. Looky there. Looky there. Yeah, I could imagine that. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have no desire to go on a cruise either. But I know a lot of people that do and they love them. But I just, yeah. I'll be a homebody. Right, Buster? Maybe that's why I like birds so much. It just gives me even more of a reason to be a homebody. I do like to thrift and yard sale. And go to the library. What else? That's about it. I don't mind a couple grocery stores that are small. I don't really like to go to Walmart. I don't like to go to Kroger. I spend too much money when I go to Kroger. They always have K-Cups on sale and they get me. I think so. Oh, really? Yeah, what he's got left is still really pretty, isn't it? Sometimes when I look back, what are you doing, Earl? So you want some wall? Bus, you about ready to get in your water? Go over there. Go on. Go let Mama get you some water, okay? Are you going to be nice to Mama while I get it? Ready? Are you? You got to be nice to Mama while I get it ready. No. Don't make me use my mean voice because I'm so mean. Just kidding. Some of you will get that. Some of you won't. Buster. No. He just tried to get me. You guys missed it. And yes, I will use my voice like that when he tries to flog me. Buzz. Where you going, buddy Earl? I'm going to get your water. No, you stay right there, okay? Good boy. No, Buster. Stay right there, okay? I'm going to do your water. We're going to have some fun. Looky here. Look. Ugh. Let me find your cup. Here's your cup. Here's your bowl. It's actually a skillet. That way. Here. I got to get a little more water, guys. I'm not sure if I have that spot on because I can't see it. Yeah, are you excited? Hondo, you missing it. doing, Earl? Hello. You ready? Now you're happy. Now you're not going to attack Mama? You don't need to try to attack me when I'm trying to fill it up for you, buddy. That's not nice. Woo! Get it, Earl. Cheers, everybody. I had a nice iced coffee. Espresso, but decaf. I've already had 2 cups of coffee today, so I had to switch to decaf. Oh, let me get this on him a little better, you guys. I'm sorry. There we go. Oh, is it a nice one? Hi, buddy. That instantly made you happy, didn't it? You've been giving Mama the stink eye all morning. Got your belly full too, didn't you? You get your belly full? Let's get fired up, Buster. Ooh, get fired up, Earl. Is it okay now, you guys? Can you see it okay now? Hey, Earl. Beautiful, Earl. Beautiful. Look at Earl with his little happy foot up. You guys see him? Are you? Ooh, Earl's so happy. Wow. Did you hear Sadie bark? We're still working with Sadie. It's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. So yeah. What time is it over there, Christy? Sweet dreams. I've been to Canada. That's about as far as I've been. Into Florida. I lived in Florida for a bit. I've probably been to driven through more states that I've, been to. Buster, Kelly Sue loves you. Give her a blessing. There you go, Kelly Sue. You got your blessing. Yep. He's getting it all the way to the tripod already. Oh, he's going to go the other way. Auntie Amanda can't make it. She might make it. So give her an extra blessing. Maybe she'll watch the replay. How much snow is she going to get? Let's see how much water he dumps is how much snow you guys are going to get. Bye, Joyce. Have a good day. Thank you. I had a lot of fun in Canada. I went to Montreal. It was fun. Whee! Oh, I've been to Key West. I actually had to go to Key West with my oldest daughter and I. I had a family member that was, what are you doing? He's looking, look you guys, he was looking at the water that he dumped. Woo! You feeling good, buddy? You feeling good? I can tell you what he's going to do right now. He's going to poop. Let me get a newspaper. Three, 2, 1. Did you hear that? Told you. Do I know my bird or do I know my bird? I know you pretty well, huh, Bussy? Oh, now you're going to chew? Earl, I know you too, buddy. Here, I'll put it on. He wanted to take a number, well, I guess they do number 1 and number 2 at the same time, but he wanted to go poo-poo and then chew some wood. Oh, you're lucky. So I don't think we're getting snow now. At one point there was a question whether we would be or not, but I actually don't think we're getting any snow. Looks like now he's going to clean his beak. You're okay, Sadie. I'm still not going to have her back here during the lives because there's just too much for me to watch with Buster and her and the, you know what I mean? I'm hopeful in the next couple weeks. I feel like it's going a little slower than it did with Bo, yet it's coming along. Like, most of the time, she doesn't really care about the birds. But then Buster, like, jumped suddenly yesterday, and she almost acted like she wanted to chase. I do have a training collar, so we're working on that. She hasn't done anything that makes me think she's violent. I think it's just when a bird like his size jumps like that, it probably does kind of freak a dog out that's never been around a bird. So probably just a few more weeks and we'll be doing a lot better. Right, Buster? And of course, Buster's all interested in her. But one of the things I've been doing in the morning time when they're in their cage, I try to clean. Oh, here comes Early Bird. And I try to let her walk around with me and Bo, because Bo is very calm. I have to worry about more about Bo being reactive with a dog over a toy than I do with the birds. He loves the birds. He loves Earl. He likes to smell Earl, doesn't he? Do you smell good? Do you smell good? Do you want a scritchy? You want a scritch? Oh. You about fell, buddy. That was funny, wasn't it? Anyway, it's going along. We're going to be okay. Right? Mwah. Mwah. You're not biting my knuckles, sir. I'm not Mr. Ken. Sorry. Yeah. You ain't busting my knuckles. I'm not going to have it. Hey, Helene, how are ya? Oh, so, and when I say this, I'm not like saying this to like brag, but honestly, I typically get rescue dogs just like free to good home or a situation or whatever. But this is the second time in my life that I feel like we rescued a dog from a rescue. And it literally is the only second time. We have gotten some from animal shelters. But most of the time we do the rehoming. But anyway, she was in a rescue. Her owner died. What happened? Oh. Her owner died, and I found out later. First, she went to a family member, then she went somewhere else, then she went to the rescue. And I had just met, because we have been wanting to add to our pack, but we really wanted to wait until June. But when I saw her, I can't explain it. And again, I'm not real. I don't always usually use a rescue because usually dogs in a rescue are okay. Anyway, long story short, it ended up she was going to be adopted, and that person ended up not wanting a smaller dog. And I found out the person was leaving the state like 2 days after I got her, and she was going to be kept in an outdoor kennel. And granted, here it's, typically hot or nice or whatever, but it's been cold here. And she was recently shaved, so she was going to stay in an outdoor kennel. She's never done that, for a week. So Ken and I were like, even if it doesn't work out, my daughter said she would be interested. My really good friend and former station chief, she has a very big community of people that do therapy dogs and just dogs in general. So I had other people lined up in Ohio that was interested. But anyway, so far, it's going okay. I can't be 100% sure. If she, tries to herd and chase, we can't do that. We have to put the bird's safety first. But right now, Ken and I both, and even Ken, who doesn't normally really work on the training aspect of it, has been working on it as well. No, I don't make chopped, Dennis, anymore, really, because they don't eat it. So, Elena, thank you for saying that. You can't tell me, that's what I was telling my neighbor. I was like, you can't tell me things like that. Like, when you tell me things like that, I would have 80 dogs if I could, because of stuff like that. You just can't tell me stuff like that, especially knowing that her owner passed. And so like my son apparently resembles her previous owner that passed away. While he was 10 or 15 years older than my son, something about my son reminds her of him. And when she sees my son, she goes completely berserk. The first time she met my son, she had an accident. Beautiful, Earl. That's why, that's like, I don't know. Anyway, it was just a sad story, but I just couldn't deal with the fact that a dog that's always been inside, went through the trauma that she's already been through, would just be put outside for a week over something. So, but I'm not going to do anything about that, because I found out after the fact that there's a lot of other stuff going on with that particular place. So I don't need to worry about taking up that charge, if you know what I mean, because like about 60 other people are. So that's good. I don't know, Dennis, haven't you heard? I'm really mean. But no, really, thank you. I don't know how to take compliments, so I have to like make a joke about it and stuff. But I'm probably just gonna stay on probably 5 more minutes or so, and I am going to have to do some things today. Tag on it. Walmart canceled some of my stuff that I needed for my birds, daggone it. Oh, yeah. So my other dog story, I went, we wanted to get a little dog when my grandson was born, and she was in a rescue with at least 70 other dogs, and the woman was running it out of her house in like a very rural area of southeastern Ohio. So we went to meet her, and it was a really odd thing. Like, she had 9 Shih Tzus, and she had 10 Shih Tzu, is it Pekingese that kind of look like Shih Tzus? I think it was Pekingese Shih Tzu mixes. And I know I'm not saying these words right. Just please understand, that's just how I speak. So that was odd to me. To me, she was breeding and then getting the state to cover, because she was a 401c, and getting organizations to cover the spay, or only having to pay like $10 to $20 for a spay and neuter, and then adopting these puppies out for $200 a piece. Which this was a long time ago, so $200 was a lot of money. Well, anyway, we went to see one. We really liked her, and she kept running around with this other one. And I said, "Oh, they seem close." And she said, "Yeah, they're bonded." And I said, which makes me think they were litter mates, because they were the same age. I said, "Well, if they're bonded, why don't you make me a deal and let them go for $100 a piece? And I'll take both of them so they can stay together." And she went, "No, I'm not doing that. She'll be fine." And I didn't have, the extra kind of money just to plop out that, but anyway, she got shut down years later, I was told. But literally had 70 plus dogs in her house, plus some outdoor kennels of some that really weren't good pets, and also had about 50 horses on her property that were rescues. So that's a good one, Kristen. I like that. Yeah, you guys, if you just got here, Wings Out on Rebecca's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 30 minutes. Then we're going to hop over to my channel for 30. Next week it'll be on my channel as regular, but we want to just go over some safety tips. Want to take your questions if you guys have any questions. We're not a know-it-all type of person, but we'll look it up. We'll discuss it together. Other people will have good ideas. Might even have good ideas for those of you that don't have pets, if you don't have power. I found the neatest thing yesterday I'm going to share tonight of how to make like a little burner if you don't have your stove as electric. So don't let don't let anybody tell you to put your tongue on a metal fence, right? Oh, Kay is the sweetest. No, yeah, that's true. That's true. They tried to get us with that kind of stuff as kids. I'm so mad at Walmart, you guys. They canceled my chicken food order. You know what that means? That means I have to go to a store. Ugh. Yeah, honestly, I think we're gonna be okay. Um, well, they do have food, but like this is their treats. Like I use black sunflower seeds for them. It's, you know, high in protein and fats that they need. I like to add a little corn in when it's cooler because corn actually naturally warms up the body for chickens anyway, maybe humans too, don't know. And then, I lost my, yeah. And then the soldier worms, the little dried worms, we like to use those too. And then cancel all of it, Buster. What do you think about that? Why'd they cancel your girl's bird order? Their food. Their snacks, really. Those babies need snacks, don't they? If we get a storm. Kondo was asking me about that. So I have a couple of my birds that are a little bit stubborn and don't like to go in the pen at night. And typically here it's warm enough that it's okay. They perch up on this ladder. But he was asking me about that. So if, like, when it gets really cold, we'll go out and make them go in and we shut the doors. And then I just have to open it at the crack of dawn in the morning. But that's what we do. Well, these little quiet boys, I guarantee are going to get wild later. I have a video coming out this afternoon. I think the members saw it, some of them. I think it's pretty funny. Alina, I know you watched it. Did you think it was funny? Buster says some pretty hilarious stuff. And in my opinion, it was really clear, most of it. I didn't have to like listen 3 times to make sure that I felt that that was what he was saying. But he said some pretty hilarious stuff in this little bedtime rant. Oh, Annika's here. I like when Earl says stop, yeah. He called me a jerk. I can't remember when. Because I think actually, I can't remember who was here or who I was talking to and they heard him call me a jerk. I will say he doesn't say it as often. His talking has gotten different. He mumbles a lot of sentences again. Some of them I can make out, some of them I can't, but it's cute regardless. Hey everybody, listen, be safe. Hopefully we can see some of you tonight. Be prepared, as Frankie McDonald said. If you don't know Frankie McDonald, look him up on YouTube. He's hilarious. He wants to be a weatherman. He's hilarious. My son loves him. But he does like this yell, be prepared. But yeah, really, you guys, like somebody I think said 35 states are going to be affected. Please try to prepare as much as you can. Be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. Earl, tell everybody bye. Tell them, say love you. Say we love you. Thank you for being here. Say bye, Buster. We'll talk to you guys tonight. Have a good day. Thank y'all.